What's up, Atlanta Bird Gang? It's your boy Toddy Jones checking in with a real quick video. Hey, before we get started, do you boy a favor. Please like the video. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell. And that way when we drop content, you're always notified. But definitely do us a favor, like the video. Definitely helps the channel, reach different places on YouTube. Thank you in advance also. So, with that out of the way, let's get down to business. Arthur Smith, as you know by now, we had a situation today when we could have won the game at the goal line. We had second and goal at maybe the 2, 3, 4 yard line, somewhere in that area. And instead of running the ball, which we had been crazy successful at all day long, Coach Smith decided to pass the ball. And as you all know, the pass was intercepted. So I watched Coach Smith's press conference after the game, and of course they questioned him on that. And guys, I just got to be honest. I did not like his responses to the questions that were asked of him. He was somewhat evasive in my opinion. And what stood out most to me is the stubbornness of Coach Arthur Smith. I spoke on that in the past. He's a stubborn coach, and I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad trait, because I'm sure somebody would also say, well, Bill Belichick is a stubborn coach. But we're talking about our coach right now, and to take today's game specifically. Coach Arthur Smith just refused to accept or take any accountability in that play. They gave him about 3 different questions from 3 different reporters about the play, and he just kept saying, well, Washington made a play, the D-line made a play. We had what we wanted, but the D-line made a play. He even said something like, well, we were open, but they just made a play. You can like it if you want to like it, but, it was there. And all the while he's talking, I'm reading his body language, and he's talking a little bit with his head down, well, we had what we wanted, but they made a play. Not even actually looking up, addressing the media, kind of having his head down and being very great, evasive, and being very stubborn. Sometimes, Arthur Smith, sometimes you just got to say, hey, I like what we called. Hindsight is 2020. I'll fall on the sword on that one. I probably could have called a better play in that situation. I mean, you don't have to sit there and beat yourself up publicly in the media. Nobody likes to do that. But I think sometimes situations and times call for your head coach to hop on the sword, to jump on the sword, and say, hey, that one is on me. You can phrase it however you want to phrase it. It ain't got to be any long, drawn out, melodramatic speech or statement. But sometimes, coach, you have to take accountability for what happened, especially in a situation like that where I think 90, 95, 98% of the people who watched that game from start to finish would say you should have ran the ball. And we didn't run the ball, and you put the game in Mariota's hands, and that's not Mariota's strength. Mariota has never been known as a clutch passer, and you're expecting him to make a clutch pass in crunch time, and the ball was turned over, when in reality, our strength is running the ball. We had almost 170 yards rushing that game. Tyler Algier was running. Cardell Patterson was getting his thing off. Huntley, the times he got in, he was getting his thing off. But I really didn't like how Arthur Smith handled that press conference. I really want to see some more accountability from Arthur Smith in situations like this. And I'm not in the Falcons locker room, of course, but I think the players would appreciate that also. And that just didn't happen in the press conference. He just kept saying, well, they made a play, the guy was open, they made a play. How about just saying, hey, I got to do a better job with my play calling in those situations. Just say something like that. You're done with it. So maybe this is something for him to improve on or get better at down the road in the future as our coach. Again, this is just his second year. But again, he does show his stubbornness a lot when it comes to these press conferences, when he's obviously upset or in his feelings about things. But I just want to talk about that real quickly. Won't hold you very long in this video. Again, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and always, I'll see you the next time I see you. Peace.